If a girl wants to kill a grown man, she needs a careful plan. Once she's familiar with his daily routine, she can exploit his bad habit of leaving his keys by the door and easily sneak into his house. At that point, whether she chose to poison him or set a trap, ending Eric's life would be simple. But then Sophie smelled something burning.
Are you the type that goes for a jog, remembers the iron is on, and runs back home to...
Just as she thought that, Eric came rushing in. He immediately sensed something was wrong. The front door had been left open, and Sophie's hiding spot behind a plastic sheet was far too obvious. So Sophie grabbed a nail gun from the table, ready to strike, but she didn't realize it had been modified.
That yoke's dangerous, you know. It's modified. Do you even know how to use that?
Sexist pig. But no, I don't. I mean, is this thing even on?
She fumbled with the trigger a few times before figuring it out. Eric panicked and bolted, with Sophie chasing after him. But a nail gun isn't a regular firearm. Most of her shots went wide. Sophie followed him into the woods, quietly circling around from behind. Then her phone rang. Furious, she cursed herself. Next time, she'd remember to switch it off before committing murder. Eric used the distraction to slip away again and managed to corner her around a bend. Yet Sophie didn't seem afraid. In fact, death, any kind of death, seemed to excite her. Eric fired a warning shot instead of killing her. Despite his history of a deadly drunk driving accident, he still didn't have the nerve to take a life. But Sophie wasn't ready to give up. As she chased him onto the road, a speeding car suddenly came out of nowhere. Sophie wasn't a random killer. She had her own code. Eric was her chosen target because years ago, he'd been drunk behind the wheel and killed a father and daughter. After serving 7 years in prison, he'd only recently been released. By killing him, Sophie could also write an obituary and earn $200. To make sure she wasn't targeting the wrong man, and to gather material for her piece, she visited the victim's family from the old crash.